Her 5 key points were: don't use the share button to directly incentivise, don't forget your significant terms, e.g. timelines, voting, be clear and robust about the terms. She reminded us that Facebook doesn't actually change stuff all the time, and that there's usually a 90-day lead, and there are places you can discover when that change is going to happen. And that she warned us about compers, finding loopholes and broadcasting them to everyone. Then Alex told us about how mobiles quite often don't do what mobiles should. I think that's a very, very good point. I remember mobiles when you used to have to charge them once a week. What a wonderful life that was. Now it's several times a day. But for me, a very, very interesting point that he made was about 40% of companies advertising on Google don't have a mobile optimized version of their site. So if you search for them on your phone on Google and they're paying for you to be led to their site, it's just going to be a mess when you get there. And he made an appeal for more money, which is reasonable, because actually there was an old argument that an old CFO I know made when digital first came along, was to say to large organisations, look, just give us 1% of your spend to play with digital, let's have a go at that. It was experimental money. Now I think mobile is still in that experimental money space, but the point that Alex is making is that perhaps we should be advising our clients to up that, because it will be a closer match with the real needs of their customers. We think of Facebook now saying more than 50% of the activity is coming through mobile, then really we're not advising people correctly if we're saying don't spend your money there. I think it was checked in the post. And then finally we got on to the Future Foundation, the smart networking. I was interested in the idea that kids are as keen on privacy as grown-ups. I'm seeing a little bit of shift in that. It's an interesting take. And also this Generation Y, 4G, the new entrepreneurs powering their success by using the network. I think companies are going to do that. I think some of what you were talking about is placing the way individuals act first, and then seeing companies will act in the way individuals are already acting in the future. And that would be maybe my take of what the future's about. The other thing to say is that I think a lot of what you spoke about is already here. It's the idea that the future is here, it's just unevenly distributed. I would say that's by William Gibson, but I think it's not. Can anyone correct me on that? But the point is that a lot of the technologies and a lot of the thinking is already among you and is already playing out. So be prepared to change quite rapidly. So I'd like to thank you for paying me any attention today, and thank you all the speakers who've given up so much of their time. I'm going to pass you now back to the IPM to do the closing remarks.
The IPM. I'm Annie Swift. I know quite a few of you. I just wanted to say thank you very, very much for coming to today's event. You probably don't know this, but we started marketing this conference probably just after we got back from Christmas, and it sold out within 2.5 weeks. So I really hope it's lived up to expectations, and if it has, tell us. If there are things that you think we should have included that we didn't, or vice versa, that we have included that shouldn't be there, please let us know. Massive thank you to David, because it's a mammoth task chairing a full day's conference, and I think he's done a consummate job. So if you can just please support David. Thank you. Quick plug, we're going to be doing a conference on mobile in all its various guises, and that will be at the moment in mid-May. So thank you very much for coming. There's a pub just over the road. It's none too shabby, so might see you in there. Okay, thanks a lot.